The Obi Wan Kenobi limited series is now over. All 6 episodes are now streaming on Disney+. And as a lifelong fan of the series and growing up watching the prequel trilogy, this was one of the most exciting and emotional shows for me personally. It has been such an interesting journey waiting each week for a new episode, watching people get hype, some nitpicking everything, and others being impatient and angry. Regardless of anyone's thoughts on Twitter, I love this series, and I wanted to express my deepest thank yous to the people in the fandom that didn't let others dissuade them from enjoying this show. Your excitement and joy was felt throughout, and I was very blessed to share this with all of you. The series did so much in terms of giving me another story with Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. I love this character, and I've always loved McGregor's portrayal of Obi-Wan as a paradigm of duty and nobleness. Seeing him again on Tatooine after all these years was like embracing an old friend you had not connected with for a long time. While others can hate on the pacing of the show or how we got a lot of filler, I personally loved it. I like seeing a defeated Obi-Wan struggle with his role in this new empire. To see him slowly and methodically find his courage and strength back as he goes through ridiculous rescue missions. And to watch him transform from broken, old mentor to reinvigorated Jedi Master. You can see that Ewan has a lot of love for the character, and it was just so nice to see him again. And I also love that it wasn't an Obi-Wan on Tatooine story. We got to travel to different systems, and we got to get a lot of young Leia as she built a connection with Obi-Wan, which was equal parts fresh and sweet. Vivian Lyra Blair did a great job of capturing the spirit of Leia, and seeing her give Obi-Wan much-needed Skywalker drama was a lot of fun. I like that it further expanded on Leia's importance in the franchise, and that it wasn't all about Luke. However, while this series did so much in terms of Obi-Wan, it just as importantly gave me a redeemed Hayden Christensen. The overall warmth, love, and excitement that Star Wars fans had for him, now after so many years of harassment, was such a beautiful thing to see happen in real time. Whether it was nostalgia or something else, I do not care. Seeing Hayden get emotional as fans screamed they loved him during one of the many Obi-Wan Kenobi premieres was absolutely beautiful. It was well-deserved and far overdue. I was very excited to see how much we would see of him in the series. But I was concerned that we would only see him when he was in the Vader suit. After all, we wanted to see Anakin Skywalker, and I was afraid the show wasn't going to commit. But then it delivered. That beautiful pre-Attack of the Clones flashback scene where we got to see a young Anakin and a young Obi-Wan duel on Coruscant. Seeing them fall back into step with their acrobatic lightsaber duel was so nostalgic and exactly what I wanted to see. Two brothers connected before the tragedy that would destroy their bond. It was a nice reprieve for simpler times. However, I did also love the full-on horror that was Darth Vader. The way he was a straight-up slasher villain, stalking prey and snapping necks. The way he stopped ships with his force powers. The way he didn't even need a lightsaber to fight sometimes was absolutely horrifying and wicked to see on screen. It's a reminder that Darth Vader isn't a friendly Star Wars iconoclast. He is a horror villain. Scary Darth is the best Vader. And then there was Reva, and Reva's plot added a cool dimension to the Anakin-Obi-Wan dynamic, and the way we see her trauma come to full view was both aesthetically wild and poetically powerful. There was a good theme of innocence lost in the series, and we saw it in full view. I look forward to seeing her again in future Star Wars projects. However, the best part of the series was the parallel storytelling and dualism utilized to show the shattered relationship between Anakin and Obi-Wan. Seeing the shots of both men squirming in their bacta tanks, forever connected through pain and suffering, was very raw and a great choice artistically. Seeing Vader drag Obi-Wan into the fire at the end of Episode 3 was horrifying, but also grotesquely poetic. You just know Anakin's dramatic ass had fantasized about this for years. But seeing both men evolve and change in their two lightsaber battles really showcased the power and chemistry they both had on screen. Watching Obi-Wan transform from weak-willed prey to full-on Jedi Master in the face of his brother's overwhelming evil was cathartic. Seeing Anakin beneath the mask, the pain in his eyes, the guilt and hurt in Obi-Wan, the way that Vader's voice changed between that of Hayden and James Earl Jones was everything. Overwhelming, tragic, poetic, biblical. The Obi Wan Kenobi series gave me everything that I wanted. Even a fucking Qui-Gon Jinn appearance as a cherry on top. Could it have given me more? Sure, but what we got was wonderful. Star Wars to me has always been a story about the fall of Anakin, a heartbreaking story of family, and this miniseries was the bridge between two trilogies, set between the end of the Republic and the beginning of A New Hope. This series gave me a little more time with characters that I love from a galaxy far, far away. A huge thank you to everyone involved in this series. Space Jesus has risen.